If you also miss any of my streams, you can catch them live on YouTube. 100% of them get archived there, and I break them up by deck and by format, so you can watch just the stuff that you care about there. I don't have the Miracles list put together yet, Justin. It's a pretty easy mulligan, right? It's great. Cabal Therapy, Valakut. I'm gonna bottom that one. Gonna bottom Valakut. Yes, Rogue. I also said Terra, which is the one that, don't chalice me, bro. Don't do it, that's a chalice. It's a chalice, chat. I got Chalice of the Voided. This Burning Wish has a way to kill Chalice of the Void, right? Maelstrom Pulse, sure. Kind of surprised there's not a Hull Breach in there. You have Thought-Knot Seer to be real sad here. Chalice of Sadness. Stupid Hogland should have won the die roll. Should have won the die roll. This is our first mistakes. If people are keeping track of the mistakes, just, you know, win die roll, step one. Sadness resolves. They took my thing. Took my ramp spell. Get a Bayou here. I guess I just get Toxic Deluge, right? We take one hit here and then we deluge them next turn. Just like, hope they don't Thought Knot or Smasher us this turn. Perhaps this is why you are not on the professional tour. It's a very good guesstimate. So we're gonna take 6 down to 13. We're gonna take 4 down to 9. That's a pretty good one. That means we'll be able to clear out this Chalice of the Void. Feels good. Depending on how scary their last couple of cards are, we might have a chance. Next turn I can go Deed, Crack Deed, play Veteran Explorer. That's a tilt. They didn't get any of our mountains though, so that's good for us. It's good for us. They only have 2 cards left. Yeah, Mimic usually stays out of the slightly bigger Eldrazi decks, you're correct. Correct. We'll play this. I'm gonna blow it up for 0 to clear this Chalice. Play the Veteran Explorer as a potential blocker. Flip this into play. Pray that he gets to block. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 8, 9 mana towards Eldrazi spells. They can activate Eye of Ugin. So if they have a land in their hand, they can actually get Ugin at my end step, or Ulamog at my end step, and then untap and Ulamog us. Endbringer. Tilt. Well, I guess that means we're not getting Ayavugan this turn, so that's good for us. Another Chalice the Void? Yep. I'd probably attack here, right? Nope. Alright. Huh. I mean, I know you said that as a joke, but we're actually getting into Pernicious Deed for 6 range, right? Should I play the Sylvan Library? I feel like I should. Professor Yana with the $24 donation. Thanks, bud. I assume that's for the donation deck list we talked about. Not the deck list, but it probably has Jace, so it'll at least 3-2. Tom, can you send me the link to the deck list in, like, Tapped Out or MTG Goldfish so I can link into my spreadsheet, please? Yeah, so, like, the question is, though, am I gonna have time to Sylvan Library again, or, like, is it worth playing this Sylvan Library out as just, like, a single activation Sylvan Library? I think it might be worth playing out as just a single activation Sylvan Library, right? Well, I guaranteed get to 6 lands regardless of how this combat step goes, because I can play Cabal Therapy, it'll get countered, and then I can sacrifice Veteran Explorer. So... I think I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna rip something and it's not gonna matter, but we'll see. I think passing is right. Actually, you know what? I should have played this, because if this dies, we actually could just cross Scapeshift and kill them, right? We have 7 lands. Yeah, I totally should have just I totally should have played this, because then Scapeshift or Burning Wish were both lethal. Yeah, that's a pretty big mistake on my part. Scapeshift and Burning Wish were both lethal here. Yeah, I let chat talk me out of it, but I should have thought through all my lines. I didn't think, like, my gut was like I should play it, but I couldn't articulate why I should have played it. So, all right. We go ahead and play Cabal Therapy, targeting you. It gets countered or whatever. But then the important part here is sacrificing is part of the casting cost. Even though it's going to get countered again, my Veteran Explorer is going to trigger, which is going to let me get 2 lands out. And then I'll get to clear the board here. I wonder if they have basic lands in their deck. They probably don't, right? He's a good guy. He's a good guy. They're going to have 8, 9, 10... We're actually dead, right? Oh, yeah, well, no, Voltaic. So here's why. So these Cloud Posts each tap for 2, which means this is 8, 9, 10 mana, which means my opponent, with just their lands in play, is going to be able to search for a Reality Smasher plus play a Reality Smasher using Ayavugan. So I actually don't want to use this deed until my opponent's inside of combat, so I don't die to the Reality Smasher. No, we're not playing Pauper today. I don't know, something with Jason it. Right? That my math there is correct. They could... This is 4, 8, 9, 10. This is 7 to search, and then 3 to play a Reality Smasher. So yeah, I'm actually just going to pass the turn here. So I'm gonna pass here, which does give them an extra Endbringer activation, but again, we're dead if we just pass the turn with blowing up the Pernicious Deed. So I think I want to play around the just dead line. This gives them an extra draw off of the Endbringer. Yeah, they are super dead to Scapeshift. And I should have played this out the previous turn to give myself more looks at Scapeshift. Is what should have happened. Which one do you want, Jacob? You want Goldie? You want Chuggington? You want Super Wings? You want Wings? Wings? Okay. That's the joke, Jin. Both my degrees are in math. So Pernicious Deed blows up every non-planeswalker, non-land permanent that costs X or less. So we're going to pay 6 for X and clean this board up. They'll probably draw a card with Endbringer here. You got Thought Not Seer me? They didn't use a post because they probably had a post in their hand. Or like they played it out here or they were hoping to draw one. And the post makes more mana afterwards. This lets them Oblivion Soar me, which is actually pretty good. Because it means that they can potentially take mountains out of my deck so I can't Scapeshift them. No lands, that's good. We lost our Primeval Titan though. So Burning Wish and Scapeshift are both lethal here, so we have 5 lethal draws. Green Sun Zenith. What's the best thing our Green Sun Zenith can get right now? Is it just a Thragtusk? I don't think we have anything that's lethal. The Primeval Titan that got exiled would have been really nice. Yeah, the good news is the Sylvan Library play did not matter. That is true. That is true. That wouldn't have mattered. What's our best? Carnage Tyrant is too small, right? Not big enough. I could get Nissa and flip her and then try and win the game that way. That's not unreasonable. Because, like, next turn they have how much mana, right? They have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. So they can activate this and then have 6 left over, so I'm probably dead. Do I have a forest left in my deck? I do have a... Wait, there's 1 forest there. I have 3 forests, right? I do have 3 forests. No, I have 3 forests, right? And I only have 1 here? Yeah, there's a 3rd basic forest in my deck. I think that makes the most sense, is to get Nissa and then try and take a hit to win the game. Unfortunately, it has to be exact. It has to be exactly Scapeshift. It has to be exactly Scapeshift. I think that's our best line to actually win, though, right? Because, like, Thragtusk... I guess Thragtusk lets us live through... If we get Thragtusk, we live through Reality Smasher, which is probably their play. Because they can't get Ulamog and cast it, right? Because this is 9, and it takes 7, and he costs 8. So 9, they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left over, and it takes 8. So if they have another Cloud Post or Glimmer Post, they could, or Temple, they could Ulamog us. Yeah, I think Tusk plus Library is probably the better line. Tusk plus Library is the better line. Just like hope they don't rip a... Hope they don't have a soul land. So Ulamog takes us off enough land that we can't Scapeshift them for lethal anymore is the problem. Jacob. That's the problem with Ulamog, right? Ulamog, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 8 lands, and we need at least 7 lands to Scapeshift them. Yeah, I'm aware they can only use 1 tomb. I only counted 1 tomb in my calculation there. This is 9, 10, 11. So yeah, they're gonna have. Oh wait, am I one? Was I one off? No, I'm right. Yeah, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because they drew this, so they can Ulamog us now. Hey Jacob, you wanna sit by me? Okay, you can sit by me, but you gotta be quiet when you sit on Dad's lap. Okay, you can't be loud. You can't be loud while Dad's working. This has been a sweet game so far. We've had a lot of good lines. They didn't notice that there were a 2! They didn't notice there were a 2! Oh, it's a competitive league! It's a competitive league, chat! We're so competitive! Alright, I think we just click submit here. I'm pretty sure I don't want to board anything in. Because we have this Burning Wish package. I don't think we ever attacked for damage that game. Okay, Jacob. If you're gonna be loud, you have to go sit over there, okay? This is a pretty easy mulligan, right? That sounds like not exciting, but it's fine. Bottom that. No Chalice? Okay, that's good. So I care most about Thoughtseize, right? So that's the one I want to name here. All is Dust, Reality Smasher, sure. Oblivion Sower. Sower's so annoying. Guess they can Sower us as early as next turn. Hopefully rip a Veteran Explorer here. Green Sun? Explorer? Tilt? Okay. Had to go get our water. Yeah, I think they're just letting this happen, right? I don't think I want to. I think I want to use this as ramp rather than trade it for an Oblivion Sower. Because, like, even if we take the Sower here, they still get to Reality Smasher us next turn, so I don't think that's worthwhile. I don't know, it's kind of close. Using the Cabal Therapy there also makes our future Veteran Explorers much worse. I think I want to save this to gain some health since I'm not ramping into anything explicitly. Jacob, you need to calm down, bud. You need to calm down. So we know all 5 of the cards in their hand currently. We drew another land. That's pretty bad. At least they gave us a free game 1, right? It's hard to be too mad here. Pull it out and die this one, get the next one. Can they cast both of their things here? No, not quite, right? They only have 5 mana with Eldrazi's costing -2. Jacob. Okay, buddy, you gotta go. You have to go sit down over here. You're too loud to sit on Dad's lap. I'm glad you love SpongeBob, but their internet doesn't want to hear you love SpongeBob. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't draw spells. Ain't nobody got time for spells here. They're gonna Reality Smusher us here. Hey, Amp Phil, it's a $10 donation. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. Hi, Jeff. Could you please play this instead? Sorry for the misunderstanding. I'll get my friend to make the deck better because he's upgrading it for regional. In the meantime, slay with this. Yeah, and Jacob. Amped Phil, do you want me to change your humans donation to that? Is that what you want me to do? Or add that in addition to the humans deck? Just want to make sure I understand what you're asking for. Jacob, no, no. No, no. Sorry, bud, you're too loud to sit over here. Block. Change it. Perfect. Will do. I mean, she plays defense, right? What's our best play to win line here? Is our play to win line return the Sakura-Tribe Elder to my hand? Is that a reasonable line here? I think it might be. I'm not dead on board if I do that, right? So they're at 16 from this ancient tomb. So unless they... Yeah, we go to 1. I think I'm supposed to grab the Sakura-Tribe Elder back because this way if I draw Scapeshift, I can kill them. So I go play 6 land, Sakura-Tribe Elder up to 7, kill them. And I don't think I really have a comeback mechanic other than that, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna grab my Sakura-Tribe Elder back here and pass the turn. Just like plan to go to 1. Yeah, we're not beating another Smasher, so what'd they get off our deck there? They did not get any of our mountains. That's good. And then we've got 2 draws to kill them here, so this is the first match with this deck. Alright, so 2 and 45 to win the game, which is low, but it's still, you know, it's existent. Their deck is such a weird amalgamation of like the big and little Eldrazi decks. That's not bad considering we didn't draw that many spells that game. We still had like draws at the end there to be able to peel out and win. I'm just gonna run it back. Man, I am so hyped for this spreadsheet that automatically sorts things for me. It's so great. I just play the decks people pay me to play. And I've been paid to play this one. I have not been paid to play the other one. So I think we just go Bayou Cabal Therapy for Chalice of the Void, right? I think that's the card I care about. And then next turn we can flashback. We can flashback this, naming whatever they have in their hand. Which is apparently... Why do these players always keep like these mono garbage hands? Just Oblivion Sower 6 lands. Do they really think my deck is that dirtily? I guess we're kinda dirtily. But lordy, that seems bad. Do I wait a turn here? Nah, I don't want them to draw Chalice of the Void, so I'm just gonna do this now. Would love to use Veteran Explorer's ability. We get to turn 3 Thragtusk here. I don't have any double red cards, right? No, so there's no reason to get another red source. So we know they have an Oblivion Sower. Oh, really? I wonder if they boarded in Basic Wastes. That's interesting. They have how many Eldrazi temples here? Just one. All right. They have stone nothing, so I'm sure that means we're gonna lose this game. Speaking from experience, they have stone nothing, so we're about to die. Nissa, that sounds great. All right, I'm gonna play Swag Dadderson. So they have 7, 8, 9 mana here. It's naming Pernicious Deed, I assume. I suppose I could name this as flip side too. That seems loose though. So next turn, I just need to draw a land in the next 2 turns and dodge Thought-Knot Seer or Ulamog out of them, and then we can Scapeshift them in 2. Yeah, but I mean, like, does the back half of Nissa even matter? Because, like, if I hit 7 lands, I just kill them with Scapeshift, right? Yeah, so like if they don't hit a way to take the Scapeshift out of my hand or mess with my lands, I get to kill them next turn, right? It's like Scapeshift 2 for 18. That lets them cast Thought-Knot Seer. That's unfortunate. Yep. Hey, I8 re-upping that Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. Subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome back. Send in your Amazon fun money this way again this month. Just gonna chump block, right? It's just like a free roll. Yeah. I have to blow this deed up anyways. Nissa doesn't see play in Modern because people can't afford to play that many basic lands in Modern. That's basically what it comes down to. Nissa's flip side is converted mana cost 3 and I needed to kill the entire board. Oh! Oh, it doesn't! Holy shit! Oh, you're right. I even talked about non-planeswalkers. Yep. Wow, thank you, chat. Thank you for pointing that out. It's fine. This is a no justice stream, so we drew Burning Wish. It's cool. I just need everyone to calm down. I knew that Scapeshift was on top of our deck. I was proving a point that I am neither smart nor thin. Hey, you ever died to a Scapeshift in a Legacy opponent? Let's make sure I don't mess this up so you do for the first time here. Alright. My opponent is complaining about our top decks, and I was like, your keep was hot garbage. Complain less. Alright, so let's make sure I don't mess this up. They're at 18. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should make sure there's enough mountains in my deck. Yep, take your sticker, Jacob. There you go. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 2 in play. I wish I knew I could tell. Is this highlighted? Is that highlighted? I think it's highlighted. God, this is so awful. Alright, it's highlighted. Alright. I'll take it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't understand how you can play a garbage tier legacy deck and then be upset that my garbage tier legacy deck beats you. Like, maybe if you're playing like Grixis Delver, like a real deck, you could be upset, but like, don't be upset that my garbage fire beat your garbage fire. Always yes, always heal. Alright. Alright. Thank you everyone for hanging out here today. This deck is kind of sweet. If you're enjoying the sweet legacy decks, make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything else so people find my stuff. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We stream Magic on this channel every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday afternoons at a minimum, and lots of other times in between that as well. If you're really enjoying what you see and help me produce more of this content, the absolute best way you could show some support is by subscribing on Twitch. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do, so big shout out to all of y'all. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We'll have to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them. You'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags. They really do it all. At any rate, we are now 1-0 with Nick Scapeshift. So let's head back on into the second match, shall we? The 5-0 dream is alive! F Gator with the bits! Bits are a great way to support the stream too, bits and donations. This is a donation deck list, which for those of you that are new to the stream, what that means is that a user sent in some dollar bills and a deck list, and they said, hey, you should play this on stream at some point, and then it gets added to our donation deck list queue, and we play it on stream eventually. What does Nick stand for? I have no idea. It's some ancient legacy meme. You should just assume that all legacy deck lists are like ancient memes. That's where the names come from. It's our record. We are undefeated, obviously. Come on, there's dinosaurs and Scapeshifts in our legacy deck. Of course we're undefeated. Duh. This hand's not exciting, but it's a keep. I would love a Cabal Therapy. We're on the draw, so we'll get to Cabal Therapy with a little bit of information here. Basic Plains, Mother of Runes. I want to know what goes through your mind when you're like, there are so many sweet things you could be doing in Legacy, but Basic Plains, Mother of Runes is the sweet thing that they want to do. All right, is it just Thalia here? Because I really want to play this Sylvan Library on curve, right? It's just Thalia. It's definitely a 4 of. Holy God! Oh, baby. Oh, baby, a double. Brush the shoulders off here. Brush the shoulders off, you know, NBD. We the real MVP. We're ghosting like nobody's business. Ooh, big bucks, no Ghostarino. Big bucks, no Ghostarino. This one's gonna name Pernicious Deed. It's only fair if they name Pernicious Deed, right? I'm ghosting them, they're ghosting us. Deathrite Shaman, so they're definitely not ghosting. God bless you, opponent. I appreciate you, opponent. Do I want to play this Sylvan Library? Stream sniping works both ways. You just name the card you care about. It's probably Sylvan Library, right? Because I'm probably going to start getting ported, so I probably can't play this deed too soon anyways. Okay, so it's a draw for the turn. Yep. Mizawa's Jurgit. Ooh, backup library. Don't mind if it does. That's pretty decent. I'm gonna put this back. How greedy is it to pay 8 here, chat? Can I pay 8? Is it unreasonable for me to pay 8, chat? I mean, I feel like I didn't play the Sylvan Library to not pay 8, right? Or there were a lot of reasons to play this Sylvan Library, but drawing 3 with it was almost certainly one of them. Just pay 8. No, because I'm gonna blow up this other library, and then I want a library to replace it. Oh no! They plowed my Veteran Explorer. This wasn't part of the plan, chat. Chat, this wasn't part of the plan. Chat, I was. Oh god. Oh god. No, it's fine, right? I get to sack the Sakura-Tribe Elder, and then I get to play the Deed and blow it up. It's cool. Everybody calm down. I need everybody in chat to just stop freaking out, okay? Just stop freaking out. Ooh, we found a Scapeshift for later. Put on top, put on top. What if I told you we had this Pernicious Deed? What if I told you we had this? I ought to be able to pay 8 in the future. I didn't block there because I had protection from green. Those that are asking. Yeah, I have to do this because, like, having this extra health is like an extra draw with the Sylvan Library down the line. So this does mean my opponent gets a chance to play out creatures this turn, where I could potentially, like, take 4 and, like, use my health total to, like, fog their turn. But I think letting them play a 2-drop here is fine. This one's probably gonna name Pernicious Deed. We know our top 2 cards are Valakut followed by Fetchland. Sneak Attack? Interesting. Now we a different combo. Sure. You tap me down. Don't bring me down. Ooh, don't bring me down. I want to see nerds get wrecked by Chalice of the Void. Extra democracy for men of steel / robots in the queue. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Go ahead and get that added. That's cool. Just round it up to a nice even 3 there. Makes it nice and easy for people to see what's going on. That's a pretty good draw. So I want to crack this fetch land here. Because I know there's a Valakut on top of my deck and I don't want to draw that, and I want maximum chances to... Oh, they didn't attack into Dryad Arbor. That's funny. That's good. That's clever. I like that type play from the opponent. Excuse me. Sorry for that. Didn't get a chance to mute my microphone. I apologize. We need a ramp spell and they're dead. None of those are a ramp spell. So, put on top. I just passed the turn here, right? I didn't play the fetch land because we can't fetch next turn regardless, because when they equip this and hit us with it, we're going to take an extra 2, so we're going to take 6. No, I could have fetched. I'm wrong. We're only taking 6 and we're at 8. I'm dumb. I should have played the fetch land. No, I'm gonna wait next turn. I just have to dodge 2 draws of Wasteland. So I need to dodge a Wasteland here. I punted by not playing the fetch land because I only get to see 1 extra cards. Alright, so they should be dead here. Yeah, we win this turn with Scapeshift. So we have 10 mountains in my deck, right? So I can just sacrifice all of these. Right? I haven't exiled any. I have 10. One Valakut, 2 Valakuts, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are my Valakut triggers. There are many like them, but these ones are mine. There's no way this deck is good, right? There's no way this deck is good, right? Eldrazi-tron's a deck that has a fine performance record, but it's not a deck I like. I personally dislike the deck a lot, but it's a fine modern deck. Alright, so this is a Lightning Bolt Pyroclasm matchup for sure. Probably cut Thoughtseize. I don't think that's true, Goldie. We've got Cabal Therapies and Thoughtseizes. We've got a lot of redundancy. Nissa Vital Force is probably a little bit too clunky and expensive. Carnage Tyrant's probably fine. Do I have these other cards? Remember, I do have a wish package too, so I want to leave some of these cards on my board to wish for. I think leaving these 3 to wish for is probably good. Maybe I want to board in Deluge and leave a Pyroclasm to wish for. I think that's probably reasonable. No, I turned it down and returned some people's money. Playing Lantern is fucking miserable and I never want to do it ever again. We only played 3 leagues and I was done. Smells like I need to change a diaper here. Yeah, I think I'm happy sideboarding like this. You go change a diaper, I'll be right back. You run away from me when I say we're gonna change a diaper. Seeing so sad without a green source. Can I keep this without a green source? Probably not. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. It's got some lands in it. Let's just take our scry on the draw. Jacob, you can't sit on me if you're gonna be loud, buddy. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna shriek, you can't sit by me, okay? Hey, you gotta be... We gotta use our inside voice, okay? You gotta use our inside voice. We could brick and die here, but I think this is a keep. Regisaur's Alpha is good against Jace, which just got unbanned. Ain't that the truth? There's name Swords to Plowshares here. I'm just gonna name Swords to Plowshares. It's a card I care about. There's merit to just playing my tap land and passing, just because potentially my opponent could play Stoneforge Mystic, but... Wow. Okay. It's unfortunate for us. I wonder if there should be a Life from the Loam in the sideboard of this deck. With playing against these Wasteland decks. The old 4-mana Planeswalker Thalia combo here. I guess we're gonna give them land, so like it's not that bad of a deal for them. I don't even know what I'm getting here. I don't think I have anything useful. I guess I just get a Cabal Therapy. That seems great, actually. This lets me like strip all of these. Seems fine. Rip a green source, we'll just destroy their hand next turn. I'm gonna take Gideon. Save a Revoker, sure. I mean, I don't even think I would have wanted Massacre there over a Cabal Therapy, honestly. Like, if we hit a green source, we're gonna destroy them, right? We're gonna go like Explorer, sack Explorer, take one of your cards, Explorer, take another one of your cards, have 8 lands, then Scapeshift them. Like, they're very close to dead if we hit a green source. Like, it's kind of incredible how close to dead they are, honestly. We're dead in 3 currently, though, which is kind of scary. If they have another 2-drop here, we're dead in 2. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, I think I like our keep. I would definitely keep again, but I'm not super happy. Revoker's naming Pernicious Deed. This is unsurprising. Yeah, we do play a bunch of green sources. I don't know what the actual count is, but it's a lot. It's north of a lot. There's 24 lands in the deck, I believe. I think 17 or 18 of them make green. The Sanctum Prelate, I'm pretty dead to that. Flicker Wisp, taking me off one of my lands, sure. Still not dead on board. Yep, now we're gonna be dead. How many green sources are we on? We're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess we're only on 14 green sources. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We need to fit in all these basics plus these Badlands. I wonder, maybe I should look at the mana base of this deck a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised. There's so few black spells in this deck if some of these Badlands are supposed to be stomping grounds. The Pyroclasms in the sideboard to Burning Wish for. We're a Burning Wish deck. And just doesn't do anything. And also doesn't do a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure it's a keep at 6. Nah, I'm gonna go down again. We have 2 Bayous. They might have been under my picture when you were looking at it there, but we have 2 Bayous. I mean, it's probably a higher card quality than average than most of the card Ponza plays, but Ponza plays a lot of garbage tier cards. It's a good one to hit. Another Cabal Therapy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Put that on top. Bayou here. Just tear their hand apart. Show me some doubles. They have 2 magic cards. Oh, they have 2 Mother of Runes. They do have a double. Okay. So we're just gonna leave them with stone nothing, right? How many points is... I don't think I'm gonna do 24-hour streams anymore. They're just such a drain on my body and my mind. I think I'd rather just do like multiple longer streams. Like this weekend, I'm probably gonna do like 12 to 16 hours worth of streams since we've got new modern stuff. So we're gonna flute Mother of Runes into play here, and we'll Pyroclasm to clean those up. So we'll take Mother of Runes, we'll cast Cabal Therapy, take Stoneforge Mystic, we'll cast Pyroclasm and kill their board. Yeah, but I'm gonna cast Pyroclasm this turn. And we both have basically nothing, but I have a Sylvan Library, so, you know. Deal. Oh no, please don't take my red source. Maybe I should have gotten a second mountain there. It's a good one. Put that on top. I think I'm gonna keep this Burning Wish. I'm gonna keep that for now. I'm just gonna go get Nissa. Yeah, we mulliganed to 5 this game, right? I believe it was 5. Oh, I guess I could just get Veteran Explorer and then sack it here? Is that better? Oh. Huh. Jacob. I actually kind of punted here. I punted here. Yeah. I should have kept the Bayou because then I would be at 7 lands and I could kill them next turn. Now I'm not going to be able to kill them next turn. I'm just going to name Swords to Plowshares. I can't think of anything that they wouldn't have been able to cast. Aether Vial, sure. Do I want to cast this Burning Wish for anything right now? Probably not. Not really. Go. He's screaming because he's 4, and that's what 4-year-olds do. Them's the beats, unfortunately. My wife will be home in somewhere between an hour and an hour and a half from now, but until then, you know, loud 4-year-old. Green Sun is lethal, right? Because Green Sun lets me get Sakura-Tribe Elder. So, put this on top. Oh, you know what? It's not quite lethal, right? Because I needed to get Scapeshift last turn in order for this to be lethal. Oh, let's get Primeval Titan though, right? Yeah, let's do that. Just do that. Team Flogger Boss with the angry bits. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Your move, Death and Texas. This deck is actually really sweet. It's got a lot of awesome things going on. Can you beat my Primeval Titan? He's huge. He's huge. Huge Primeval Titan. Just the most huge Primeval Titan you've ever seen. And you're dead. Yeah, right? So, you know, keep these for value in case they don't die to the Scapeshift somehow. All right, we 2-0. We undefeated with Scapeshifts and Dinosaurs, chat. I want chat to appreciate that we are currently undefeated with Scapeshifts and Dinosaurs. And just appreciate Legacy for what it is. A beautiful, beautiful mess. I wonder how long the optimism... Look, there are plenty of people that argue with me tooth and nail that Death and Taxes is a real deck every time I drop my pants and shit on it on stream. So, like, I'm pretty sure Death and Taxes is a real deck. I'm pretty sure Death and Taxes is a real deck. Everyone in Twitch chat always tells me Death and Taxes is a real deck. Is this a keep? It sounds like Declan is upset. I'll be right back. We're gonna tank on this. I might keep this hand. We'll think about it. I'll be right back. Careful, child. Wait here, Jacob. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, we'll just hope our opponent's playing like Miracles or something like that. Something fair where these trackers will be great. I feel like we're not playing this deck to not keep hands like this, right? If our opponent has like Lotus Petals in their deck and we die, it's just like, you know, whatever. 5-0 Dream is alive, F Gator with the bits. Thank you, bud. We'll play Bayou first to give our opponent the illusion that they might be playing against a real deck. Might give them the illusion that we're playing with the real deck. Please don't be an end step brainstorm. That probably means we're dead. So, for those that are new to Legacy, End step brainstorm means one of two things. It means either we're about into him. What's up? What do you need? Okay, yep, we're dead. We're dead, chat. Did you poop? You didn't poop, you're fine.
I tried. I tried. I tried.
We're so sad, chat. We're so sad. And before anyone says anything about Reanimator being a real legacy deck, that deck is hot garbage against the good decks. What is up? You can sit here. Yeah, we're gonna be good. What's wrong? So your Cabal Therapies and Surgical Extractions. Abrupt Decay is pretty bad here. Most of our deck's pretty bad here, let's be honest. Your mommy's at work right now, buddy. Mommy's not home. She's at work right now. She'll be home soon, okay? She'll be home soon, I promise.
My beep beep, my beep beep.
Your beep beep?
My beep beep are gone.
Mommy took the beep beep and went to work. I know. I think I want the Lost Legacy to wish for. Maybe, yeah, maybe I board that in too, just because like the rest of these cards are hot garbage. Oh, I can't resubmit because Magic Online. Again, the Burning Wish decks are kind of this balancing act of like some of the cards that you want to be able to wish for leaving in the board and bringing some in. Honestly, maybe the Maelstrom Pulse could come in just to like tag things when they put them into play. Trim some of this top end, like this extra Nissa Vital Force or the Regisaur Alpha. Normally I don't stream while both the kids are awake because, well, 2- and 4-year-olds are obnoxious. But Declan's schedule's a little bit off today because we had to take Jake to the doctor for his 4-year appointment. Jake went to the doctor, yep. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, Pulse of Murasa should come in. But again, I can't resubmit my deck here because Magic Online is bugged. So yeah, so we should have Pulse of Murasa in our deck. We should have lots of other things in our deck, but I can't because I click submit and Magic Online doesn't let you resubmit currently. It's hot garbage. I might keep this and hope for the best. What's up? I brought you food. You have food right over there. We're gonna eat downstairs today.
Eat up. Eat pickles down.
This hand like kinda lets us do the thing we want to do. So like I think we're just supposed to keep hands like this. They've comped me on that before. I filed for a bug for that twice before because it cost me a match where I wasn't able to bring in sideboard cards because I submitted and then needed to resubmit. No, you can have one of Dad's hands. You can't have both of them. Oh, I boarded in my Cabal Therapy, didn't I? I was thinking I could Burning Wish for a Cabal Therapy here, but I actually can't. It's a pretty big mistake. And again, trying to balance which cards you're boarding in versus which ones you're leaving in your sideboard to Burning Wish for is kind of this balancing act that's tough. You got Dad's hands? Dad's hands got you! Dad's hands got you!
I got you? I never got guy. I got that.
I mean, the worst thing they can do is tell you no. technically I'm not filing for compensation, I'm reporting an issue. And if they decide to give me my money back because of that issue, that's their discretion. I'm technically not asking for a handout, I'm helping them by reporting bugs. I assume we're dead, which is fine. Just decks like this, you gotta take your lumps and move on. This deck is almost certainly hot garbage against these decks. What is the purpose of talking about Bloodbraid Elf when Jace the Mind Sculptor is legal? If you can make a compelling argument for why I should give 2 seconds of thought to Bloodbraid Elf while Jace the Mind Sculptor is legal, I will humor you, but I can't think of any good ones. I file for comp constantly, so like, I've only been turned down once. Once sounds right. Because not everyone plays blue. It's okay to be wrong. If you don't want to play blue, you could play like Burn or Bogles or something else. And those decks don't want. Bogles doesn't want to play Bloodbraid Elf. BBE kills Jace before it can be unsummoned. I think it's adorable that people are like posting deck lists with Blightning in their Bloodbraid deck. It's like, do y'all realize that Culligan's command is a thing now? I realize that they're all like nostalgic and stuff, but it's like, come on. Come on. This is, God, I hate this so much. This is the same person we played in the first match of this league, and it's re-paired us back into them. Magic Online is so incredibly frustrating in that respect, and it didn't even make us wait for this pairing. It just repaired us, and now we're playing the same person again. It's such hot garbage. It's like, why is this a thing? Why is this a thing that I have to deal with? It is not unbanned on Magic Online yet. It is legal. It is unbanned with tomorrow's downtime because Magic Online, being the quality software that it is, requires a full client rebuild to ban or unban cards in its constructed formats. Because apparently databases are scary. Or just, you don't know, having a server-side validation. There's chicken right over there. It's really tough being 2 today, huh? The reason it requires a full client rebuild to make a change like that on Magic Online is almost certainly because the way Magic Online handles banned cards is someone has them hard-coded into the code somewhere instead of being a file that the server validates and verifies against. That is 100% the reason why. I understand that Declan making noise is obnoxious, but unfortunately it's the only option until my wife gets home. Which is why when my stream goes quiet, you should just assume that it's not quiet for me. I'm saving you some trouble. I believe we're just done now. We couldn't beat the Ulamog. We only have 2 Valakuts in our decks. We're out of Valakuts now. So I believe we're just drawing dead at this point because we don't have the outs of Scapeshift anymore. Yeah. So Declan's a jerk, and I'm sure he's gonna start screaming as soon as I... Are you Brett? Can you start screaming now that Dad's talking? Where'd the remote go? It's okay, we don't have to be upset. Don't be a brat. Where'd the remote go? So we lost to Cloudpost the second time because, well, you know, that's how repairings work on Magic Online. Do you see this? There's video proof of him punching me in the throat, right? You're a Brit! Who taught you to be so violent? Oh, it was me? Can we blame the Power Rangers? It's probably the Power Rangers, right? Don't plow my Explorer. Don't do it. So hopefully we draw a land or a Cabal Therapy here, and we don't get plowed. I just messaged my wife. If she doesn't think she's gonna be home by 4:30, I might take another stream break until she gets home. Because streaming in silence is kind of medium. The goal is to make good content, and streaming in silence is not good content. Streaming with that, also not good content. So if this resolves, we're gonna grab Cabal Therapy. Sweet. Which hopefully this opens the door for us to get going here. See if they counter the front half of this, we get to sacrifice it on the back half unless they have to plow here. Why didn't they Flusterstorm my Burning Wish? That's so weird. Are they playing some kind of combo deck? Are they some kind of land-based combo deck? It must be, right? Man, Intuition AK is like deep for the card advantage. They really want to draw 7. He's just having a bad day. Just having a bad day. You pick that one. Is it more mid-rangey mentor deck? Yeah, that could be. It definitely feels like they're doing something fair, right? Well, now I just take their last accumulated knowledge, right? Assuming they don't force us. I guess I could take their Flusterstorms. I only have one more. They could probably double Fluster my Scapeshift at some point, though. The accumulated knowledge is just gonna, like, draw them 4 more cards, though, so I think I'm pretty obligated to take that. The problem is just gonna have, like, a Snapcaster Mage here. Double Plow. That's unfortunate. Playing kind of an interesting control deck. All right, I think we're just passing back here. Start by attacking with this Veteran Explorer. Probably just go like Tireless Tracker, play land, make Clue pass. And then next turn we can go Nissa, grab land, flip Nissa. They do have 2 plows in their hand here, so hopefully we can rip a... Or they'll just like plow this at some point. We still don't know what their win condition is. I agree that it's very likely that they're like a mentor deck, but we haven't actually seen anything out of them just yet. I have no idea, Qua. It's been a long time since I've done any formal data analysis. Long time. Planeswalker package, yeah, that could be it too. Hopefully we get to see what their win condition is specifically before this game ends. We get to know how to sideboard. 2-2 in this league so far, so we got one more match here. This is the last match, and we'll see what we want to do after this. I think I've got a modern Grishel brand has a lot of democracy sitting behind it currently. I'd have to figure that out. I guess OBS supports Python scripting now, so I could probably script something that says when noise gate active, put element on screen, but I have to look into that. I've been meaning to look into how to interface with OBS and Python anyways, though, so it'll be a fun project. Actual factual counterspell. That's sad. Well, they're cantripping a bunch here, but they're not fetching or shuffling in between, so, like, they're not actually seeing that many more cards. So they used a Brainstorm, they used a Plow. They got a fetch here, so I'm assuming these Flusterstorms maybe went away. Hopefully they went away for us. See if they kept. I'd be pretty surprised if they didn't keep the plow here. They're gonna plow her in response to the trigger, maybe. Yep. That makes sense. I'm gonna floop the Pernicious Deed into play just in case my opponent is playing some kind of creature-based win condition or enchantment. When am I excited to play the new modern format? I'm excited to Jace the Mind Sculptor people to death. I think people don't remember or recall how obnoxious that card is, and I'm gonna have a fun couple months just like beating them to death with it. So the problem with the Scry bug in that instance, Rogue, is that like it could be something fundamentally different. Like, let's say it shows you Dark Confidant on top of your deck and you tell it to bottom that card. What if instead of bottoming the Dark Confidant that's actually on top of your deck in the stack that your deck is, it bottoms a different Dark Confidant. So it could put a Dark Confidant on the bottom, but still not move the top card of your deck that you're looking at, right? So like, there's different things that could be causing it to trigger in different ways, basically. It could also happen, like it could only happen with 3 ofs, it could only happen with 4 ofs. Like, there's a lot of different things it could be doing to produce the behavior that you're happening, which is why, honestly, if it is a bug, it's probably hard to chase down. All right, so what I want to do here. So they had these Flusterstorms at one point. I have the 9th land anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here, and I'm going to wait and play around 1 Flusterstorm here. So this way, if we green sun for a 6-drop next turn, we can do it through 1 Flusterstorm. Although maybe I was just supposed to get Regisaur Alpha there. Well, getting Primeval Titan's kind of appealing. Carnage Tyrant's no good because they have Council's Judgment in their hand. All I have to say regarding the shuffle bug, or whatever you want to call it, is that we can only assume that Magic Online scrying and shuffling code was written with the same pristine quality as the rest of the application. And with that in mind, why do we have any reason to doubt it? I could barely make it through the end of that bit with a straight face. Just barely squeak past the end without just... It's funny because it's sad. It's funny because it's sad. Ooh, the old hard cast days. Gotcha. Gotcha. What is your win condition, opponent? It feels like they're a Mentor deck. They could just be like a Jace deck, though. Maybe they're playing something spicy like Narset Transcendent. Yeah, the days is a good indication that they could be a Mentor deck. I agree with that assessment. This is like almost certainly getting Council's Judgment next turn. Also worth noting, we're currently up 3 minutes on clock, so if we play 3 long games, we can just time our opponent out, which I'm fine with. I would like to cash my league. Oh, God! Oh, I just threw up everywhere. They're snapping back and accumulate knowledge to draw 4 cards. Oh, God. Oh, lordy. It's... Opponents accumulated some stuff, chat. Opponents accumulated some stuff. You should never assume the complexity or simplicity that could or should exist in code that you haven't personally seen. Is just like a good rule or mantra. You should never assume complexity exists or simplicity exists in code that you haven't personally interacted with. Just, it's a recipe for being sad. Yeah, I agree. I feel like we're not winning this game, but I'm just playing for clock equity. I love me some clock equity. All right. I'm gonna put a card on the bottom. All right, let's draw a second Scapeshift in a row here. Please be lethal, please be lethal, please be lethal, please be lethal, please be lethal. Big bucks, no counter spells. Big bucks, no! No! You were supposed to die to that Burning Wish opponent. You were supposed to die. This is, for those of you that haven't played Legacy before, I'm currently experiencing what is one of the saddest feelings in Magic the Gathering, and that's your opponent looking at the top card of your deck with Jace the Mind Sculptor and going, you can keep it. Because you know what that means? It means you're fucking dead. That's what that means. It means you're dead. It means you're not beating this Jace. Welcome to Modern. Welcome to Thunderdome. Population Jace the... Oh, they put a card on the bottom. They don't have a counterspell. We could rip Escape Shift and kill them. Deed does not hit Jace, otherwise we would have pulled the trigger on Deed a while ago. Ooh. Ooh. Found a piece of candy. Found a piece of candy, chat. Nice veteran explorer piece shape of candy. Burn. Don't you try and plow him. Don't you dare. Yeah. Blow this up for 2 in response. Oh no, they got another one? What a tilt. What a tilt. We would have got another mountain. We would have domed the Jace for 3. That's true, they can't let us have mountains, because mountains will kill the Jace. And look, we're up 4 minutes on clock now. Feel about the... Project Swamp! Weren't you already subscribed, Project Swamp? Maybe I'm misremembering. You sent in a big donation. At any rate, thank you for the support. I do appreciate that. Chose to shuffle. There's only 15 cards left in their deck. Jessica Charming with the bits. Thank you very much. Put a card on top. That's sad. I don't want that card. Don't give it to me. This is not resolving. 0% to resolve. Bottom. Oh, they put it on top. Why would you put it on top, opponent? How can you possibly beat this Scapeshift, opponent? How can you possibly beat this Scapeshift? Oh, you just have another Force Oil. That's so sad. That's so sad. I'm just gonna let him look at my deck. Enjoy. Burn those seconds off your clock, opponent. Guess what? You're not gonna get any added value out of this. I could concede in response there, but I'd rather take 10 seconds off their clock and give them some information. That's how little fucks we give, chat. That's how little fucks there are to be given. I think we're boarding in slaughter games and just naming Jace, right? Jace appears to be their only win. Are we just bringing these in and just just like taking their win conditions away. Is that the plan? It feels like that's the plan. Is this unreasonable? If this is wrong, I don't really want to be right. How do you feel about these bolts? I feel like if they didn't have mentors in the main, they probably have them in the board. No, I don't think we're ever going to want to wish for it, but I think boarding them in is fine. I don't think it's a card that I'm going to be like, let's wish for this. But I think... let's just bring in 2. Let's do that. I think this is a card like I'm going to be okay drawing, but it's not a card that I want to like wish for. I have Toxic Deluge that I can Burning Wish for, so we're not just Cold Dementor. What a tilt. Just mulligan the 1-lander into the 1-lander. I'm gonna keep this. Pretty loose. It's our best hand so far. Perfect. I'm actually not going to play the Veteran Explorer on 1. Because I want to... I guess this doesn't play around days. Now I can play around days. Because I didn't want to play the Veteran Explorer and get it plowed. Is Legacy Elves in the queue? I don't believe so currently. You can always check the donation queue here. Hey, Bacon69420 with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. So I'm going to lead on the Veteran Explorer so that way it can't get dazed. I'd much rather Cabal Therapy get dazed than Veteran Explorer get dazed. I'm just going to start on Brainstorm here because it's a 4-of that they certainly have in their deck. We have double Snapcaster Mage and a Monastery Mentor. Okay. Oh, I suppose they can actually counterspell this, right? That's unfortunate. They get this and get a mountain. I'm just gonna name Snapcaster here, right? Just like take the 2-for-1. Maybe I should have got another swamp here. I'm just gonna get another Cabal Therapy. Let's do that. We can bolt the Monastery Mentor next turn when they play it out. Maybe we're supposed to get Maelstrom Pulse. I could see this going either way. I wonder if these would be better as Rebs. Ooh, they didn't. That's really good for us. They didn't, oh, this lets them hide from the Cabal Therapy too. That's fair. Doesn't hide from Thoughtseize. Take your Mentor away. Leave you with Counterspell and AK and garbage. Would love to redirect to your Jace. Yeah, Jace the Mind Sculptor will make Bolt better. That is 100% true. 10 out of 10, Bolt will be better. It's a good hit. Name Counterspell here. Probably just getting Counterspelled. Yep. Try and resolve this. They hit another Counterspell. Gross. Alright, so they have Misty AK, one card I don't know. So they have 2 cards I don't know. Stevo Bandito. We have seen Intuition. The Intuition in the first game. Just start attacking with Stevo here. Don't really need the land immediately for anything. Things are not looking good for our hero, chat. Well, I do suppose we're only 2 lands away from a Scapeshift kill, right? We took 2 of their Snapcasters already. Alright, Scapeshift is lethal. I've got a couple iterations of it stacked up. We're gonna play it at some point in the next few days. They just crack a fetch to thin? No, they brainstormed last turn, right? So that seems fine. We're gonna draw things like Slaughter Games and just hit ourselves. Well, their deck is doing a whole lot of nothing, so that bodes well for us. Also likely means they just have a bunch of counterspells. Oh, this is actually really sweet for us. So, if they don't counterspell this Nissa, we have the Sakura-Tribe Elder to flip her at instant speed so they can't just plow her. Which is sweet. We're gonna do a short stream tomorrow if Magic Online is up in time. But we will also have a stream on Thursday and Friday, yep. And over the weekend. Well, the fetch doesn't protect her because they could plow in response to her trigger right now. So, the fetch doesn't work yet because we have to have 7 lands. But this puts us to 7 lands. Yeah. If we had a 7th land in play already, it would protect her. But I don't think it's worth waiting. So now the fetch protects her if they have something to interact with her now. If they completely punted their sequencing. So if they have like a Snapcaster or another plow here, they could potentially try and get her, but... No, Declan, don't touch Daddy's computer. Love to get a forest out of my deck, thank you. That's the turn. I drew a 3rd Snapcaster Mage. It's kind of a tilt. Wait. Oh god, so we've really gotten them because they could have just snap counterspelled Nissa. That seems good for us. Seems like a W for the home team. Yeah, opponent definitely missequenced that. You have another Snapcaster? Or just Intuition? Sure. This is going to be for 3 AKs to draw 4, I assume. The old 5 mana draw 4. The slightly better Jace's Ingenuity. If you two work really hard in Legacy, you can build your own card that's slightly better than Jason's Ingenuity. Don't be rude to my opponent. Like, they might not have seen a line with Sakura-Tribe Elder. I mean, to be fair, like, Nissa Sage Animus isn't really a card that you, like, play around in Legacy a good deal. Green Sun Zenith. Okay, I'm gonna start by plussing her and see what we get. That's a fantastic draw, so hopefully it can clear the way for the Green Sun Zenith. Brainstorm in response, sure. So they're forcing us. They showed us Flusterstorm, but that card's like not super good against us anyway, so I'm not sure if I should play around that. I think I just need to jam this at this point. What am I even getting? think it's just prime time. Is it prime time or Carnage Tyrant? He tramples. God, he's so big. Hey, I don't know if Carnage Tyrant is good enough either. We already have enough lands for Scapeshift to be lethal. I think I'm just gonna Green Sun for 6 and see if it resolves, and then we can decide what we do if it resolves. They showed us Council Judgment last game. Wow, they have just nothing. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to fetch mountains more aggressively in a match like this. The problem with getting Primeval Titan is it just gets plowed and then we're super sad. What? Alright, so their hand is just like stone nothing. Alright, so I'm gonna board these Pernicious Deeds back in since we confirmed they're boarding into Mentors. I think that seems fine. Cut these Slaughter Games. It was probably too cute. Was not expecting the concession Green Sun for 6. It definitely was a clock concession, I agree. I did not feel like we were ahead though. They are certainly low on time, I agree. This deck feels like it mulligans well, at least. We've been mulliganing low pretty consistently and just still playing a game. The Carnosaurus in our opener feels pretty dope here. Is that something the kids say? Do the kids say dope? Clock time greater than prime time. My wife will be home within the next half hour at the latest, so we'll have some peace and quiet from the children then. Why are we end-step brainstorming? Seems loose. Dope like Tide Pods. Yes, we kids still say dope. I guess? I guess? We cashed with dinosaurs, I guess? Resolves. Okay, so feedback and thoughts on the dino deck like we do at the end of every donation league. Maybe they had something come up IRL and they had to go. Maybe they had something come up IRL and they had to go. So this deck seems really sweet in the fair interactive matchups. It's got a ton of really powerful tools for that. But what I think this deck really fails to do is that its sideboard doesn't really address potential problems that it could have. So like, we have these surgical extractions that are going to be good against things like Reanimator that are certainly hard for us. But like, when you're building a sideboard for a deck like this, like, we have how many cards to take out against an unfair deck? We have this, probably Regisaurs could stay or go. Carnage Tyrant definitely goes. So like, against an unfair deck, I have like 9 cards I kind of want to take out of my deck. I do not have 9 cards that I can bring in out of my sideboard against most unfair decks. So I would trim a lot of these cards in my sideboard. Feel like they're win more cards for matchups that are already going to be good for this deck. So I would trim down on the size of the Burning Wish package and bring in more discard spells. The dinosaur is for killing Jaces, I assume. I assume that's what makes the most sense. At least to me, that makes the most sense. So I would probably cut these bolts and these pyroclasms. I would probably cut these slaughter games, honestly, and just leave a Lost Legacy in here. I don't understand why there's a Pulse of Murasa in the sideboard. I would probably leave these 6 cards as your Burning Wish package. I would probably leave these 6 cards as my Burning Wish package, and then these 9 cards I would reposition to be cards that are good against the faster combo decks in various different ways. Surgical is a good card. We already have that. I would probably go up to a 3rd Surgical. I would probably round out my playset of Thoughtseizes. I could potentially play Red Elemental Blast. You could potentially play Duress or Inquisition. So I would take these cards and turn them into cards that were good against combo decks that are kind of sweet, grindy, mid-range value plan is going to be bad against post-board. So these are 9 cards I want to cut against combo decks. So this would give me 9 cards that I could bring in against combo decks by changing the sideboard like that. All right, and that doesn't even get all the stinkers out of our decks, like Nissa and Tireless Tracker. Like, these cards aren't stellar against combo decks, but like these cards are really bad against combo decks, right? I think it's High Tide time. I don't know if I have the mental capacity to do High Tide right now. I don't know. Loam I could take or leave. I'm unsure if we actually need Loam. I know I mentioned that at one point, but I'm not sure if it's something that the deck actually needs.